really.
My point here is...
My point is I've seen more of the world than you have.
You have adult stuff to do. I just got so sad for you.
Are you sitting here flaming me because...
Never mind. You win this argument. I have a job interview. Goodbye.
Say my name.
Breaking Banquet.
You're goddamn right.
Diablo 2 is one of those games that is like, oh, I can see myself playing for the rest of my life. Like, it's such a perfectly crafted game. If you only had to play one game the rest of your life, Diablo 2 would be a strong contender to be that game. We need a chill stream after the defense of 9. I've never defended 9/11. All I said was that point of view matters. Corn Pumpernickel. Bailey has herself a hair appointment. Now I just got to be reminded when the weekend is to take her to her hair appointment, because I don't know what day of the week it is. Morning, Bendy. How long you been playing Wings? Since 2000. So 23 years. Yeah, he's shipping. My wife's over here trying to put my my COVID-19 mask on.
Look at this. Did this not used to fit me?
No, that was mine.
I feel like it did used to fit me.
It probably got bigger hanging on the wall for a few years. I tried to get you to have a mask. Me and Kelly got married in 2020, which was basically the year of the COVID-19 shutdowns. And our wedding photo, we put on COVID-19 mask on one of them. And we decided to keep mine. I mean, I don't care if they bring masks back or not, to be perfectly honest. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. I could care less either way. Like, I don't have anybody on for Rainbow currently. That's the reason I'm not playing it. And like, right. And as my mother, because I live with my grandparents for the most part, but my mother would always like throw them some Skrilla. And as my mother started getting better finances, moved up in the world, so we got ourselves a Sega Genesis, and we got a subscription. What's up, baby?
I just got so sad for you.
Why?
Because most people like have so many good memories from experiences they had as a child or things they did, not from a Sega channel.
Okay.
That makes me sad for you. Like, do you know the only video game memory I really have is when Nintendo came out with the duck shoot thing? And we got the Nintendo for Christmas and I did the duck shooting thing.
I mean,
remember the duck shooting game?
You probably got it used, because the duck shooting game came out in '86.
Okay, no, it was brand new to us, okay? Maybe it hadn't just come out, okay?
Are you sitting here flaming me because my memories are of me hanging out with my brother playing PlayStation, playing Sega Genesis, and not like skating? Like, what's the difference? Like, honestly.
The difference in your memories just being video games with your brother?
Yeah.
Because, like, there's no real experience there. Like, you weren't able to get out and see the world, and...
I've seen the world.
This shows so much more about your life. And I bet you there were a bunch of shooter dart games, too, weren't they? No,
like, the old consoles struggled making shooters. Like, honestly, like, there was stuff like Battle Frenzy and shit like that, but, like, 94 is when, like, Doom came out, and Doom was, like, really...
My point here is, there are a lot of things out there in life other than video games.
And my point is, I've seen more of the world than you have, and I can tell you I'd rather play video games.
Because you don't appreciate those things, and I don't understand why not. Like, I don't get it.
It's just I'm more simple. Like, some people are more simple.
Dude, we were in London, with all of this history and beautiful architecture. And you're like, that's alright.
It's whatever. It's fucking buildings.
I'm just doing this for you.
I could care less about buildings. Like honestly, like you could put me in Egypt, and I'd be like, oh look, there's an old piece of stone right there.
I was never spoiled with video games. Nah.
Hey Wings, look who's back. I'm reincarcerated. Who's that? Is that Depressed Cat?
Not yet.
Like, she's talking about experiences, right? And like,
I'm not saying that it's bad to have memories of playing video games with your friends or brothers or cousins. Like, we played, I remember a whole summer that me and my cousins and stuff were like obsessed with, what's that video game I never can remember?
Wolfenstein.
Yes, we were obsessed with that on the PC. Would I say that's one of my best memories? No, I wouldn't. I would say riding my bikes with those same cousins through the whole neighborhood. That was more fun. Trying to go camp and us blatantly failing because we are not outdoorsy type.
So let me break this down. So like me having an adventure, jumping into the Underdark, and dealing with the Stygian abyss and getting lost for hours because I hated my life because I was fat and miserable, isn't a good memory. But you riding around the property that you lived on for like 35 years,
excuse me, it was more
is
than
a
just
better
that
memory.
Part. It was more than just that part, and it was more spend like what we. It wasn't really more. This is kind of proving your point. It isn't really what we were doing. It was the things we shared when we were together, and like the laughs and the.
Which video games you can share laughs.
Laugh at how terrible you are. I'm just kidding. I love you.
No, it's just like one of my like me and my brother.
I mean, y'all could be needing to talk about something very serious, and somehow it becomes a Diablo conversation.
Me and my brother grew up playing Diablo. Like we share a bond there. Like because me and him, we used to play Diablo 1 on the PlayStation, and we would always sit there and play it. Like we'd listen to like rock music on the radio, and we'd play Diablo 1 on the PlayStation, and it was great. As I get older, I go back and pine for those kind of memories. Because in it, and I'm never going to get him again because, he's got kids and I'm old and we all got, adult shit to do. But, as I look back, I'm like, that's the favorite part of my life.
Whoa. Back up. Never mind. You win this argument. You've convinced me. You said you have adult stuff to do. Back up to that.
Yeah. I mean, regardless, paying bills is adult stuff. We didn't have bills to pay back then. We just had to go to school.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have a job interview. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm. But it also kind of gives you an idea of why I play the same games over and over. I'm conditioned to do it because we didn't get a whole lot of games growing up. So we learned to make our games last, and we did so by challenging ourselves or doing things. I think I could win Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I don't know about winning. I could do well on it. Tell us where Pikachu is, or we riot. You actually can see him right now. He's you see this yellow thing that's sitting right here under my finger? That's Pikachu. He's going through a depressed state in his life. Return to King. Play some Just Dance. I don't have a PlayStation Move. I don't know how he fell. Alright. Actually, that's one of the last things my grandfather ever gave to me was that Pikachu doll. And the reason he did it is because me and my brother would sit around all day playing Game Boy. And he didn't know much about video games. My grandfather had a very low education, but he learned about Pokemon. Like he knew like we like Pokemon. Can you get somewhat understand when people get? There's some of us that work very strange that is insulting to. What do you mean? Let me tell you a secret, man. Just because somebody's life is worse than yours doesn't mean that you're not allowed to be unhappy with something that you're doing yourself. Here's another secret. Every 51 seconds, a child under the age of 5 dies in the world, somewhere. That person's, without a doubt, has a worse life than I do every 51 seconds. To be unhappy with your current state, mindset, more so than anything else. Like, you ever look at somebody that are basically like institutionalized? Like dudes that are so like used to being in prison that when they get let out, they get depressed because they're not in prison anymore. Because things that they didn't have to worry about, now they have to worry about, like where they're going to sleep, how much food they get, things of that nature. Like, the human brain is relative. Like, the whole idea is like, because somebody works a job that they're unhappy with, I'm not allowed to be unhappy with my job or where I'm at in life. Because, like, this is where it kind of sucks. I didn't expect anybody to want to watch me. I mean, there was times where, like, I had a little narcissism. But I would say I'm a lot better now. It's got nothing to do with soda and fast food, man. Like, there's guys that are in phase. There's dudes that are in phase that make hundreds of thousands of dollars every month streaming or doing their YouTube channel, whatever it might be. And they take breaks because, like, believe it or not, you know, my wife was making fun of me because I said that, you know, video games are some of my favorite pastime. But, like, sitting in a chair 8 to 10 hours a day leads to only one thing: depression. Because your brain wants to interact with people. It wants to feel like it's a part of a clan or a tribe. It's just something naturally that your brain needs to be stimulated. And video games stimulate your brain well, but overstimulate. But, like, you can have too much of a good thing. What's my favorite thing to cook? Nothing. Somebody said that's why they go to the gym. Like, look at Tyson Fury, for example. Tyson Fury doesn't sit around playing video games. Man's going to make $200 million on this fight with Usyk, win or lose, right? All he has to do is show up and get in the ring. And you would be like a person would say he has no business being depressed. He's a multimillionaire. He's got 6 healthy children. He's got a beautiful wife. You know, he's got anything. Robin Williams killed himself. Your state of mind isn't dictated around your status, wealth, or anything in life. It's like you don't get to choose your brain. Do you see Boogie selling all his stuff? Yeah, that's what happens when you lose all your money, man. Which is funny because people make fun of me about buying cars and Mustangs. Like, Boogie's latest video, if you guys haven't seen it, he goes through and, like, basically itemizes everything that he bought between, like, arcade games and things of that nature. I'm like, that's about how much money I put into vehicles. It's all preferences. Everybody has something they want to put money into. See, I'd rather have a nice truck than like a Pac-Man ghost hanging on the wall. And, like, it's like, oh, why do you have a truck? You don't use it hardly. And that's true. Like, dude, like, my truck is going on 6 years old now. Mr. Wings, would you buy Boogie's arcades? No. What job do you think Boogie could have? Web development has changed from last time. I honestly think Boogie's got another resurgence in him. Like, Boogie is so intellectually smart. I still say me and Boogie need to do a road trip, but we need somebody that's like anorexic that could film us on our little adventure. Drive a tiny car with you, a Boogie. That's what a Suzuki Cappuccino is. Like, right here. This is a Suzuki Cappuccino. We have 3 episodes of the Low Pel Podcast recorded, but I think we're rebranding right now. So we had a hiccup with, like, internal management. I don't know if we're going to use the 3 episodes that we recorded. I don't know what we're going to do with them or how it's going to go down. But, like, Keemstar has been busy with, like, the KSI stuff, especially with the Fallout. Problem with, like, me doing any kind of an opinion-based channel is any time that I have an opinion somebody disagrees with, they're just going to bring up the dumb shit I said on PK up. That's just what's going to happen. I'm technically an independent. I go both ways, but, like, as a conservative, I'm more fiscally conservative, but more like socially, like, liberal. There's just certain things like the Republican Party don't make sense to me. Like Republican Party is against like big government, right? But they're all for like the police and the military, which is a part of big government. Like I never understood that. we're currently $30 off. I got where you at. Somebody said they wanted to see him. I'm like, shit. This is where it's hard not to go get fast food. What do I usually do when I'm not streaming? Sleeping. The vest comes out at 1:30. Don't leave me under a bucket. Thank you for the $1, man. Matter of fact, you ain't got to donate. Donate whatever the cap is. YouTube will let you donate. Because didn't YouTube have a cap on super chats in like $300,000? Yeah. Let's see. What is the super chat cap? The maximum amount you can spend in a super chat in a single day is $500. That's not true. Well, maybe it is true. I could. Maybe it's on Twitch. I was thinking about because I know I've gotten more than a $500 donation before, but the only $1,000 donation I've gotten on YouTube was from FaZe Banks, and it was 2 $500 donations back to back. My question is, who wants to risk the $501 donation? Last time I seen Mario Luigi was January of this year. You'll find yourself like. Let me ask you guys. This is a question in chat. Anybody that's gotten older ever find themselves like looking at like bills they make monthly payments on and be like, just a couple more years and I'm good. What's the best age where you enjoy life? That's subjective. It's all about enjoying life is more about mindset than it is about a certain age. Like for example, like me and my wife had to have a washer and dryer, and I put it on my Best Buy card at 0% interest for like 24 months. Is Kelly can drive any car she wants because I'm really particular about it. I also have a bad back, so like I like my seat to sit a certain way. Am I gonna buy a newer Ford Raptor? Can you do your metal scream? This is why I did Screamo and not actual singing. Well, I did create the PKA slogan. The PKA slogan was, if the money's there, we don't care. Minimal effort, maximum profit is a good slogan. Honestly, $50K a month, if it's for the rest of my life, I'd rather go with that. Because like $50K a month is like what I make for a year. We're still $30 off from seeing Bongo.